Welcome to Sistah Speak, Snowpiercer, where we discuss the TNT original series Snowpiercer from a sister's point of view. I'm Sister J.
I'm Sister A.
I'm Sistah LM.
And I am Sister K, and welcome to episode number 2. Let's get started.
I can't do that. And you even got the sound effect, just like Sister A.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sistah Speak Nation. We will be talking about the second episode of Snowpiercer, which, oh my goodness, I did not write the name down.
Smolder to life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Smolder to life. And before we get into this episode, let's talk. First of all, let's welcome Sistah LM back to the podcast.
Hi.
We had a great guest host last week.
Yes.
Zombie Scotty of the Sister Squad.
That was fun.
Oh,
Yes.
we missed our Sister LM.
We did.
Aw, I missed you all. I was hanging out in Big Alice.
Mr.
Is that where you
Wilford,
reside?
Is that what you
Now,
Are you on the other
we're on the same train. Okay? I've been on Big Alice.
Because last week we were talking about how 2 of us were Tailies, 2 of us were in the night car, don't know where we was from, and so now we have a Sister
Somebody from Big
Yeah.
Alice.
Big Alice.
That would be me.
Awesome.
Well, Big
That
Alice,
makes sense.
why don't you go first with your
So, but
stuff?
before yes, I was just about to say what we normally do before we start talking about the episode is talk about what our lipsticks are, what we are drinking, and any swag we have on. And yes, our latest sister to join this podcast, let her go first.
I'll start with my bling because, we have bling where we are. And I have my classic,
Shade of it all.
the classic LM in bling. Thank you, Sister A. And that's it for my swag today. For my drink, I have my water in my Patreon thermos, of course. And for my lippy, I have gone very dark and goth today. So it's Liquid Catsuit Video Vixen.
Whoa. And that is dark for
It's
you.
super dark. Like I had to blot a few times. It's so dark.
It looks nice though.
I like it.
Wow.
Thank you. It's
nice.
really dark. Sister A, I think you would like this.
I do like it.
Is
Looks
it
like my
the-
kind of color.
Yep.
Sort
So
of
it's
Video
called
Vixen.
Video Vixen. Okay.
Yes.
The matte or the
It is a matte. So,
Write it
and it
down.
seems a little drier than usual, like
Mm.
than the other liquid cat suits. So I layered it with one of the Sephora lip glosses that I don't really care for. And this one,
How you get rid of it?
Woo.
and this one is number 10.
Okay.
oh nice.
So I
This
just
looks nice.
did a
That's
layer
the one that I always
over it.
that I love. The number 10.
Mm.
Mm. Shade
No.
right back at you.
Oh, I forgot. My
That's her
water.
second shade of the day.
I tell you, Sister A be slipping them in.
No, that was Sister
No,
LM.
it wasn't me.
Oh, Sister LM.
I know. I get it from Sister A.
Uh-huh.
Picking up my little clues.
And my Patreon is sitting on this cutie.
Nice.
Thank you, Sister J. I love this. Look at the little ears.
Cute.
Love it. And it's my colors. I love black and red.
Yeah, I figured that's your colors.
It is. Oh, and then on my cuticles, I am using some cuticle oil by one of our fam. Her name is Verdi. Her company is Loved by Verdi.
Yes.
And the cuticle oil is in lavender chamomile.
Mm.
It's so
Mm.
soft and just yes.
Relaxing for your sense and also
Relaxing.
nice for your cuticles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna use that cuticles.
Cuticle.
The cuticles.
Oh, gosh.
That's it for me.
Okay, well, I'll go next because I got some good stuff
She's
to share
itching
with
to
y'all.
go today.
I am dressed in my party red with my bling J. Thank you, Sister A. My blingy J, and I even have some red earrings.
Oh my
on
goodness!
today because I was invited up from the tail to come see Mr. Wilford.
I like it,
And
I like it.
And this is all I could afford to put on.
Clean sweatshirt. That's not blood spattered.
That's not blood spattered. Yes.
Right.
Like
I
somebody
mean,
really, that's all I could afford. Anyway, and I have my hat on because I had a bad hair day, so I didn't want Mr. Wilford to see. And this is my embroidered hat by Crown Jewel Embroidery Company. It's really, and it's so comfortable too. And a lot of times I'll put it on, like, you know, I'm going to go outside. It's a windy day. I'm just going to empty the trash and stuff. And I'll have it on the rest of the day because it sits so comfortable and light. You really don't know
you really
that you have it on.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have my Patreon thermos with a whole bunch of water in it. Nice fresh water too, because I just put some fresh in there. And today, I'm sipping on some CBD strawberry lime sparkling watermelon water.
Whoa.
It's pink.
Oh,
It's really nice.
Is the watermelon like overpowering?
No.
Okay.
But it does taste like watermelon and with a hint of lime in it. It's really nice and it tastes pretty good. Okay, I got new lippy today because, you know, even though I was invited up, I don't have any party colors. So what I'm wearing today is Milani, another Milani, and it's called Naked.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, I like that.
That's,
That's
nice.
pretty. Mm-hmm.
That is.
That's very nice.
It's very creamy. It's Milani.
It looks
And
creamy.
this is the number 89, but it is called Naked. And of course, my Avon Glimmer Sticks, which I don't leave home without, in chocolate. That's it for Moolah.
I can go next. I too have my Patreon thermos, but it doesn't have wattas.
What you got in it?
Some leftover fruit punch, Arizona fruit punch. The non-sweet kind. It's helping me wean myself. And then for my swag, I have my Soul Sisters bracelet.
Oh,
rose gold.
Pretty.
Thank you, Sistah LM. And then I have my permanent swag here.
Yep.
And then I also have my rose gold Sistah K necklace in
She
cursive.
match.
In cursive.
Yes.
Cursive writing. And then for my lippy, I have a new one.
Uh-oh.
It is a NYX because I got blindsided by a display at the store and I couldn't pass it.
Blindsided.
But it's a new container that I had never seen before. It's got
Oh,
little
and
hearts.
NYX. Okay.
A NYX.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a regular lipstick. It's called Love is a Drug.
Ooh.
Oh,
nice.
that's pretty.
Oh, it's got a
Very
heart.
Don't
on
you
it.
like the heart that goes on the
Yes,
lipstick?
look.
That's
look.
cool.
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
You see
cute.
it?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's
That
very
is, you know
cute.
what though? That's redder than you normally
And
wear.
then
Yeah.
at the top, it's not red. It's like a mauve
Pinky.
Mm-hmm.
Mauvey
pinky
pinky.
plum.
It looks redder
does
to me.
come
It looks
out.
red on you.
Yeah, it
It
looks
looks
redder to
red.
me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very creamy. And then earlier, but I kind of reapplied. So I had my Clinique watermelon pop over top, but I kind of took that off. So I'm not going to put it back on. But That is my new lippy for today, and it is creamy, and I think it probably will transfer. It's not a matte color, or matte,
Okay.
so we'll see how long it lasts today.
Okay. Looks good.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
All right, from moi, I have the Zac Attack
Your giant Zac.
and Hydrate.
She
Thank
ready.
you.
You ready?
And then I have in my cute little wee Yeti,
Yay!
my Sistah Speak
cute.
Yeti. I'll just do this for myself. I will be enjoying a nice cold
Ooh.
Pepsi.
I got one can left that I'm finishing.
Oh Lord!
Ooh.
And how long did it take you to do that six?
It's been in there a while.
Uh
I've lost track.
Wow.
It was kind of hidden in the back, so
huh.
That's all Then on my lips today, I started with this is Maybelline, the 24-hour color stay
Uh-huh.
in the raisin, unlimited
Okay.
raisin. But I think I've had it too long and it's starting to get
Oh,
some
dry.
things happening.
Okay.
So then I put on some of my Pearl soft lips.
Oh.
But then it
Ooh.
gets very white and kind of.
Oh.
Oh,
So then I
gunky-ish.
put on.
Jeez.
I should have just started.
Are you
Why
wiping
too much? Wait, so you're layering all of this?
Yes.
You didn't
Yes.
wipe off? Oh,
I should have
Yeah.
just started over, but I didn't.
So what's the third layer?
So the third layer is the NYX,
Ah.
and it's
Ooh,
similar to the unlimited raisin color. So I figured it would
what
all
is this?
blend together. This is the soft matte lip cream, and this is in Copenhagen.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've worn that
Dark
before.
plummy.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
pretty.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah.
I finally got there.
Yes.
So
I like.
thank
Do
you.
your
thank
lips
you.
feel heavy
Nope.
after all them
It's
layers?
not.
Not
No.
heavy, but like do they?
Yeah, 2 pounds.
Like I got 3 layers on. No.
Like you have 3 layers
Okay.
on?
I got a question though. I wonder why. I wonder if it has anything to do with location, because your unlimited raisin is darker than my unlimited raisin.
Oh, it's completely different, which
is.
is strange.
Yeah.
Yours is very pink, and mine is sort of like.
Well,
plummy.
no, mine is more of like a nudie brown color.
Okay, yeah, it's very
Oh,
different.
but Sister A's is like plum.
Yeah,
Plum,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That
the
is
Boston
interesting.
raisin versus the Dallas raisin.
Yep.
That must be it. We get more sunshine, so ours is going
That's
to be
it.
lighter.
Makes sense.
We're darker
doesn't
up
make
here 'cause-
sense. Wouldn't it be the opposite?
No,
No, the sun
the
lightens it.
sun is going to
Oh,
lighten things up.
okay.
I'm turning into a
Brighten it up.
raisin faster.
You never put peroxide on your hair and
Did
then
you
go out
say
the
you're
sun.
turning into a raisin?
No, you're not.
No, Sister J, to that question
Stop.
either. That was
You
a
didn't never do that as a
that
kid.
was a
Wait, do what? I missed it. Do what?
Put peroxide in your hair and then go outside in the sun. Be out in the sun, because then you get natural streaks.
Listen.
We
I
did
have
that
a
all
quick-
the time when I
have
was
a
in.
quick.
We did
I have
that
a quick
growing up.
story.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, she
I
looking at
didn't
me
know if
like
that was
I'm
more of a white
crazy.
thing or what. I don't
thank
know.
you, Sister
Me?
A. That's what I was gonna say, but I
What?
didn't say it.
What
I
you
mean, I
didn't
don't
know?
know.
That's like the sun-in stuff. That
Yeah,
sun-in stuff to
sun-in.
make your hair blonder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we couldn't afford no sun in, so we use hydrogen.
But I don't know if it-
peroxide.
Well, my best friend and I remember this like it was yesterday. We were freshmen in the 9th grade. And there was this senior in one of my classes. She had the most beautiful hair color.
Mhm.
And so I asked her, like, what color's in your hair? And she's like, oh, I go get it done, but it's peroxide based. What I didn't realize then, my little 9th grade old self,
Yeah.
I go to my best friend's house and I was like, okay, we're going to do each other's hair. And I legit use the peroxide out of the brown bottle.
Out of the brown
And
bottle.
literally poured
fried
it.
Oh no,
Oh,
LM.
I'm
you
going to
can't do
have
it
to
that
find
way.
pictures for you guys.
Okay.
My hair was
Orange.
Orange.
Absolutely.
Orange. Like orange as an orange.
Yes.
For over a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we did it
until it grows out. It's
Yeah.
But we
Gotta
did it like we took a cotton ball and took strands of our hair and put that in, and then
You
went
were
out
smarter.
in the sun.
You were way smarter and strategic. I legit just stood there and like.
Did you do that to your friend
poured.
too?
Yeah. Yeah.
So both of y'all was walking around
twins.
orange.
Both of us.
Oh my God.
See, a good hairdresser could have taken that and like turned it into something else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
No, I
Could
had
have
a hairdresser at the time, but because
dye
it was
it back.
more peroxide, she couldn't put other chemicals on top of it. My hair would fall out.
That's true.
And plus, my mom is like, "No, this is what you get. You need to be stuck with it."
That's what my mom did too.
So I was stuck with it.
Learn the hard way.
What did your friend's parents say?
Well, first we lied to her mom, and because we rode our bikes a lot, and we would just say, "Oh, we're just spending so much time in the sun." And then finally, her mom figured it out. Yeah. I know.
We need a whole podcast on hair.
Oh my goodness.
Hair things. I got them.
Haircapades.
Yeah,
Me
haircapades.
The haircapades.
Wait a minute. Have y'all been on Twitter for the past 2 days?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I have. I seen the child use the Gorilla Glue.
Lord.
Oh,
I
yes,
saw that
I
on
did see
Facebook.
that.
Yeah. But I didn't watch it.
Why?
Because she's ignorant.
I really feel bad for her.
I do not.
I do.
Why?
Can't nobody be that stupid.
Oh, man.
Well,
I mean, it does say
I think it was very
everyone
generous.
knows Gorilla Glue is adhesive, and it says adhesive in big ass letters
You know what?
on the bottle.
it does.
Only thing I thought was the makers of Gorilla Glue were being so genuine and so
were.
generous to even post a message on her
They
on
did.
her Twitter to say, look, this is how you can get it out.
But
What
it didn't work.
happened? Did she get like? I mean, I know it's like.
Oh, do you know why
but
it didn't
what
send
about
it
her
to you.
hands?
No,
Stuff.
you know
So
why it
she-
didn't work? Because that child had that Gorilla Glue on her edges for a month before she even posted that TikTok.
No. She had her hair done, and then she said almost a week is when she tried to take. She had a ponytail, so slicked back in a ponytail with
Yeah.
like 3-inch edges.
Right, I know.
Baby hairs. So she before the week was out, she tried to wash her hair and her hair would not move. She put shampoo. She posted a couple videos. She put shampoo. It just would not move. So she's been stuck like that for a month. She's been trying to get it fixed.
That's
For
because
a whole month now.
So the hairdresser did it. She didn't.
She's
do
done
it.
15
No.
washes. She did it herself.
no,
She
a hairdresser did not do that.
Slick
Well,
it?
yes.
She
No,
ran
she
out of
used
hairspray.
got to be glued,
Yes.
which is
It's a holding spray.
right. It's a holding spray. She ran out of that, so she thought, oh, Gorilla Glue got to be glued. I just use some of that. How ignorant can you be? Now, a person who would understand the difference between the two would have also understood that you could take some peroxide, or that certain kind of acetone when you have those gel nails that you can take off yourself.
Acetone on her hair.
Oh, she did. She's been posting.
Yeah, she could have taken a Q-tip
She
and just
did.
dipped it.
She went to the emergency room and they gave her some kind of sterile water solution
Mhm.
to try. That didn't work. Her sister, as of yesterday, she tried acetone wipes.
Mhm.
And on the video, like she's doing the acetone wipes. And this is when I felt bad for her because she's like crying, and because acetone can burn. And that's
Yeah.
your scalp.
Is her hair growing at all?
Oh, she gonna have
No.
to shave
Slick
that shit.
down. She can't get to it.
She can't.
She's
I'll
gonna have
send
to
it to
shave
you.
it
Can't get to
off
her
or
scalp.
I'll
something.
send it. I don't even know how
I don't
she
think they
can
can shave it.
She can't
that
shave
slick
it.
down, Sister A. It's that slick down.
She can't even shave
It looks like a Ken doll. King doll hair. That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
like a helmet of hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is she gonna do?
It's like stuck. Her head is stuck. Her hair is stuck to her head. Like,
and
really,
your head needs to breathe, right? I
Right.
mean, that can't be good at all.
Well, but it's not
not.
it's not her whole head. It's her at front edges. It's her edges.
No, it's her whole head.
She had
Oh, I didn't
It's
think it was
her
her whole
whole-
head.
Yes, they
It's
put
her
that on the whole
whole
head to slick it down for the
head.
ponytail. She doesn't have none of her own scalp.
You know what?
out.
She's
Nope.
gonna have to have surgery and have that taken out.
How are you going to surgery that?
Someone's gonna have to chisel it off.
The same way that they do hair transplants and stuff.
She can't get to her effing scalp, Sister J.
Well, she gonna
She can't even scratch her scalp if she wanted to scratch her scalp. 'Cause
Yeah.
Well-
that shit is slicked down. So there's
And
no way
when
you're
she's
going to
like touching it, you can hear it.
It's
like
What did
crunchy.
Gorilla Glue say? Is there anything?
yeah, they told her.
They told her to use alcohol.
Alcohol.
Alcohol and something. First, they said warm soapy water to try
Mhm.
that, and then alcohol, and there was a third thing too, and I can't remember.
But
what
they
it was.
also were very clear to say, "Ma'am,
This is not the
not to use for hair."
right.
And somewhere
Or
it says
skin.
on there,
Yeah.
you know,
It gets
not
on
to
your
get it on your skin
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Oh, they have no liability at all. In
No.
that.
No,
None.
Gorilla Glue
you know
is
what?
serious shit.
It is serious. But you know what? Sometimes, you know how when you have they tell you like not when you do your like if you have press on nails or something,
Mhm.
don't have oils on your hair. So I wonder if she's used any kind of oils,
Oh,
like hair oils to maybe penetrate and loosen that up.
Hey, at this point, she needs
Get
to
some
go get some
coconut
Crisco.
oil and, like,
no, just go
Crisco.
get some Crisco out of the pantry.
I mean, listen, she has nothing to lose.
She
at
has
this
nothing
point.
to lose at this point.
so
really.
I would, yeah,
Well,
oil is a good idea though.
That is a good
now,
idea.
now that I think about it,
You
that's
should
an
tweet-
excellent
you should
suggestion.
Tweet her.
Yeah,
I'm sure
Tweet
someone's
her.
already told her or suggested that.
maybe not.
Or
So she
maybe
needs to
she
try
said she's
some-
been trying stuff all month.
Coconut
Mm.
oil
For a month
or
now, she's been
oh
trying
my
stuff.
Bless her
God.
But
heart.
yesterday was a video of her sister using the acetone wipes,
and it wasn't
it
working.
didn't do shit.
Maybe, but
But
maybe she has
was
not
burning.
used oil.
Oh gosh, she's in trouble.
Yeah,
This is
that's-
serious. I
that's-
mean,
it
how
It
long?
is.
Because I mean, the first week or two I could see okay, but this is going on now 2 months.
1 month.
I mean, she's gonna lose like the skin to try to
That's
get it
the-
off, kind of a thing.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
That's what will eventually happen because first of
Mm.
all, her hair is probably trying to grow, but all of
Yeah.
her pores and stuff are probably clogged up with
Gonna
this
get
glue.
clogged in there.
Yeah.
So who knows what that does if your hair is trying to come out but it can't?
Ooh.
It's gonna
You're gonna
grow
get like
back
an infection or something.
ingrown,
Like
No.
ingrown.
Ingrown hair.
ingrown hairs in your fucking head.
that
Or
hurt like heck.
she's probably to me the more likely scenario is she's probably killed some of those hair follicles, which means
Yeah.
it ain't coming back
It's not gonna grow
Yeah.
back.
unless she gets like whenever it gets off, she gets transplants or something because
Oof.
She's fucked for life.
Yeah.
those hair follicles have got to be dead.
They're damaged.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably
dead.
dead.
Yeah, dead.
Mm, mm, mm.
All right.
Please,
Anyway.
people out there in the world, don't
Don't.
mess with your hair.
use alternate ingredients or products for shit that is not meant to be used.
How
I'm
about
sorry.
you read
I'm
what you're
sorry,
using
but
before
yeah.
you use it? Just read.
I'm
And
sorry,
got to
but
be glue is the name. It is not real
Thank
glue.
you.
It's the
he knows that
name.
now. But you know what though? I don't feel no sympathy. I'm sorry. That's just too
I
ignorant.
do because people
Too
I
ignorant for
do.
me.
people do dumb things. It doesn't mean that
Because
they're
I've
whole.
had hair
And then-
crisis and, like,
then to
it's your hair.
ongoingly put little pictures. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm
And
doing.
now
no.
it's all over the freaking
yeah.
internet,
Nah,
which
I
sucks.
I don't care. Nah. You know what?
Yeah, but the thing is that we all make mistakes in life.
Oh, please. Ain't nobody
do.
made that big of a mistake. How?
It doesn't. It's not the
It's still
actual
a-
mistake. It's a mistake in that you make, and you don't
Yes.
want to have your.
And I'm going to
whole-
put it on video. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's
That's the way.
Not
At
this
this
world-
point, what if
these
she
kids
needs
do.
help? She
These
needs
kids do.
suggestions
Please.
and help.
Oh, please.
She went to hospital, emergency, the doctor. I mean, whatever they've been telling her hasn't been working.
Yeah, well, that's
First
what
of all,
she's
I don't know
saying.
what she thought the emergency room was going to do.
That's what she's saying.
I don't know.
But I'm putting it on video.
Makes sense.
Is she putting it on video every step of the way, all these things she's using?
She did when she went to the hospital.
Yeah.
She had that on the video because the nurse was like, I don't know, doing something. Looked like some tweezers or something. And then the acetone wipes, she posted that video as well.
Yeah.
Anywho, let's move on. Let's
move on because I don't care about this ignorant chick.
How did we get to that? Hair.
Oh, you mentioned
because Sister J mentioned about peroxide.
Yeah, the peroxide in the hair.
Yes. Okay.
Anyway.
This is what we do, y'all. This is what we do. We get
sidetracked.
Right. With my
sorry, wasn't even done.
That's okay. Then we can go into the episode. I have my Sistah A scripted. Thank you, Sister K.
You're welcome.
I have my Soul Sistah bracelet.
I forgot. Oh yeah, I'm a Tailie though. So
yeah,
I have rose gold. Here's the silver.
Fancy.
And
then I have my camouflage since I'm a Tailie.
Right.
That's right.
Strap. And I put on, I'm going to just show this closer because it looks pretty cool.
Ooh.
I put on our Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
And I made it kind of blue for kind of cold.
You're good with that.
Yeah, it looks
good.
So.
Wow.
I'd be struggling with my watch.
I like that a watch band though.
Thanks. I'm going to send you.
I like that one.
I don't know how you do the colors on there. I need a tutorial.
Yeah, I'll show you something. Or LM, she knows how.
You need a tutorial.
I do because I'm bad.
We'll
at that.
show you.
I just figured out how to get my picture that I want on there. So let alone change the color of it. Oh Lord, you doing what Sistah LM be doing with that big ass long straw in that little bitty cup?
No, that big ass straw.
My peoples.
I'm sharing.
You gonna poke your damn eye out?
Yeah, you gonna poke your eye out with that thing.
You and Sistah LM. Oh, y'all are so cool.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, so Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer, let's do this.
Oh my God.
Lord.
Sistah LM or Sistah A, Smolder.
Smolder to life.
Thank you. I don't know why I can't
Take
remember that. Smolder to life.
Oh my gosh. This was
great
a good episode.
Yeah,
it was a good episode.
First of all, wait a minute before we start.
Yeah, we need to
this
start
is the
at
first
the
time
here.
that LM's joined us on this podcast. We need to know
Hello, LM.
how you felt about the first season.
About season 1.
Yeah, and then on to the second.
I didn't really get into season 1 until the end, literally.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
You were struggling.
Struggle watching.
Are you happy to be here with us? Or?
What was
No, the struggle is I'm not a fan of the main character. So that's my whole struggle.
Oh, we're going to have a Tariq thing again, huh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't like Tariq either.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Did you ever get past that or no? You just had to put it to the side?
I just had to put it to the side.
Yeah, just put it to the side.
Yeah.
Do you have some other favorite characters?
Yeah.
Well, what about the rest?
My favorite would Miles, of course.
Miles on Miles.
Miles and Miles. Ruth. She's Ruth is like my homegirl in my head.
Yes.
She kind of bougie though.
That's why.
She kind of bougie.
That's why I like her.
Just pointing that out.
That's why LM's on Big Alice though.
Yeah.
See?
You're going to be the original hospitality team.
Yep.
With Ruth.
Yeah.
With the communique.
Oh, I love that.
That was so funny.
I love it.
Oh gosh.
So yes, those are my 2 faves.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
And then how did you feel about the season 1 transition to season 2? Like
the transition was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I thought
it rolled into.
Now we get in the reveal that we, have a big Alice.
I know.
And Mr. Wilford is alive.
Because I thought for sure he's been dead.
And Melanie's daughter is the engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
How you feel about Alex? That's the daughter.
I know. Well, let me back up. Melanie, I would have to say, is also a favorite character of mine.
Yeah.
But I did not like her until the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Okay. We can understand that.
Alex, I do believe that Mr. Wilford is her dad.
I do too.
I really think so.
Mm-hmm.
She's so, and Melanie said, I think Melanie called her cruel. She's mean, like really mean. But at the same time, I get where she's coming from. Mm-hmm. So it's hard not to be mad at her because I get it. But it's kind of like she goes out of her way to take little digs at her mom.
I think that's a direct result of what Mr. Wilford has been feeding her all them years.
Yeah. All these years. Of course, he's not singing high praises of her.
Oh, no.
He only knows what's negative. And your mom left you. And that's all she knows.
She's been living in like a cold environment.
But not only that, though, who knows what he's told her? I mean, it's a foregone conclusion. Yeah, your mom left. However, her level of animosity toward Melanie, in my opinion, is based way beyond that. Because when she had that conversation in episode 1 with Melanie about, she said, I sent people to get y'all. She said, yeah, Grandma and Grandpa didn't want to go.
Right.
And I didn't want to leave them. Mm-hmm. So it's not like, Melanie, she didn't know that her mom tried to send for her and stuff. He's told her other stuff, though, in my opinion.
And Melanie made arrangements she didn't say, all right, peace out. I'm choosing the train over my own family.
No, she made arrangements.
That wasn't the case.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So her level of animosity toward her is, to me, based on more stuff. However, now, in my opinion, now that she's met her mother, been around her mother and seen her mother, she's changing because you could see it in her head, even though she's still loyal to Wilford, but she's thinking, she's not quite like what he been saying.
I saw that, we'll get to this part, but I saw that a little bit when she has to choose between doing what Mr. Wilford wants her to do and doing what her mom wants her to do. And they're both literally right there in her ear. You can see her starting to think, okay, maybe she's not the person he made her out to be.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when she flipped that switch and Melanie said to her, wrong choice.
Yeah.
And then she just stood there. And then when the couple thing blew up, and did you see Alex? She's looking like, what? And that conversation between Wilford and Melanie about, I told you about that coupling and stuff, but you didn't want to fix it and stuff. Then you could see in her face, my mama's smarter than Miss Wilford.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And she knows what she's doing.
I love that.
I want to go back real quick. Melanie even, in season 1 at the end, she said when she was talking to Ruth, she did choose the train over her daughter. And it wasn't just that moment when whatever happened where they all had to rush to get on the train.
Mm-hmm. True.
Before that, because she spent so much time helping build the train, knowing that the world was going down and knowing what was happening. Instead of having her daughter with her that whole time, she was leaving her with the parents, thinking that she was keeping her safe, but she did kind of, by choosing to work on that train so much, kind of abandoned her that way. So Melanie Alex was 6 or 7 at that point, so she could remember that. And then on top of that, all the shit Wilford, I'm sure,
had been saying to her,
So I said the same thing. I get it, but they need to make sure that they don't keep that going the whole.
I know. Yeah, that can get irritating real quick.
Because I'm already kind of over it. Like, okay, y'all. We need to see some character movement here.
Yeah.
But I agree with Sister A. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that something, I'll bring this up later, that something does happen that kind of changes some dynamics. But we'll see.
I hope so too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's to come, but yeah.
Okay, who wants to start at the beginning? Because I can't remember the very beginning of this episode.
Well, we see Mel in jail, basically. She's back in her cage.
That's right.
And there's some young girl, like, taking
What's
the
that about?
intestines out of a rabbit or something. I don't even know what the hell that was.
That was
What's that about?
I thought that was a dream.
That was a dream.
Okay.
Or
she woke up and Alex was coming to her cell.
Okay,
It was a dream.
I wasn't quite sure if it was all one shot or. Okay.
Yeah, because see, I didn't get that it was a dream.
Well, she was,
but I couldn't put that
and then she
together.
woke up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when she woke up, she saw Alex standing there, but you can see like her eyes go behind Alex to the bench or whatever the girl was sitting, and no one was there.
Okay.
So who was that she was dreaming about? Was that her taking the?
I took it like it was
insights
her.
Me too.
Out of a rabbit. Okay.
Because she worked on a farm. Back,
That's true. She came from a farm. Okay.
Mhm.
But I just didn't get what that signified in this moment on the train.
Yeah. And I still don't get it now that y'all have explained that it was a dream.
Yeah, that part went over my head.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But she kind of flashed back to it later in the episode too.
Mhm.
But
When?
I thought she flashed back to it right when they were getting ready to do the transfer. I could be wrong.
that must
Maybe
I must have
maybe I'm
blanked
wrong.
or
Maybe I'm
something.
wrong.
Well, we'll probably find out more then
Later.
Okay.
if they're focusing on it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't see how it related to the scene.
Yeah, I don't get it. Mm.
Maybe she's
We
just
missed
feeling
it, y'all.
alone.
Let us know,
and-
y'all.
Yeah.
If you guys know.
Yeah.
Somebody fill us in. Where's Zombie Scotty?
Right.
Yes.
We need him on speed dial.
Phone a friend. Uh-huh.
Phone a friend.
But I was kind of surprised they still had her in the jail cell.
Yeah.
Well,
Where else they gonna
not.
put her?
Well,
Not.
They don't
yeah.
Where
know.
else they
where's
gonna put
she?
her?
Yeah, because apparently they don't have much space over there.
Well, not only that, but he don't trust her. He's
No.
told her that 50 million 11 times.
True.
Mm-mm.
So where else are they gonna put her? Because she is a prisoner.
So when Alex comes in, she comes in trying to ask questions about this sample that Melanie took.
Mm-hmm.
And of course it's, liquidy now. And she's like, what is this? What really were you trying to test?
Mhm.
And as
Mhm.
Melanie's asking her, oh, was this in it? Was this in it? Was this in it? Alex is telling her yes, no, yes, yes, no.
Right.
But still is not, I guess, catching what it means. And again, this is what Ben told her in the episode 1 when she said it's snowing.
Mhm.
No. So she actually tells her it was snowing when I was outside before I came in here. It was snowing. She's
Mhm.
like, oh, no, it's too cold to snow. She's like, yeah, well, but it's snowing. So I'm trying to figure out what.
And it doesn't help because Alex is like, okay, here she goes lying to me again.
Well, I did not get Alex's reaction to Melanie's answer to the question she asked her, how long since you've been outside? And when Alex said 7 years, she said, oh, you're lying, and stomped away. But
Mhm.
thinking back, that now that you mention it, I think it was because 7 years ago, she would have been about 6 or 7. And that's probably when they got on the train. You see what I'm saying? So because Melanie immediately, Alex immediately got angry. Oh, stop lying to me. And she stomped off. But I think it's because it was a reference back to the time when she left or the train was leaving
last time
and
they saw
Alex
each other.
was left with the grandparents.
Yeah.
That's exactly when, because Mr. Wilford says later, she's been impersonating me for 7 years.
Yeah. So that's why Alex stomped off,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why she stomped off either, though, because why would she think she's lying about it's been 7 years since I've been
because it referenced back to when her mama left her.
Mhm.
Just like any other teenage kid.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree with Leighton when she was telling him in episode 1, she hates me and stuff. And he looked at her and he just said, She's a teenager.
Yeah.
And that
too, on
explains
top of
some of it,
everything else.
Mhm.
plus on top of whatever Mr. Wilford's telling her.
That was this
Right.
episode, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they get her
Well,
back.
yeah, later.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. That was a good
So-
line. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
But
Mhm.
let's get to Ruth and these communiques. Oh, she
Oh,
was
my
so cute.
goodness. She was cute.
She was on cloud 9.
Yeah.
Like she got a note from her Valentine.
I
Right.
know.
Mhm.
Well, I have a theory that she actually likes Mr. Welford.
She's in love with Mr.
Oh,
Welford.
totally.
Love
Yeah.
with him.
She's in love with Mr.
Totally.
Wilford.
Yes.
Well, and there's no question about it because she was putting her scent on the reply.
Yeah.
And Leighton was
That was
standing there
so
looking at her
funny.
like, oh, he was peeping that out. He was like,
He was looking like, oh, is it that necessary?
oh,
serious?
but see,
Okay.
he watches everything and he was peeping that out. But
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
Didn't
and
she
that and
smell it first?
She did.
Yeah.
He
His
opened it.
letter?
Yes.
She's like,
She did. She was
yep.
that
Oh.
is strange.
And it was in his handwriting. And she's like, oh,
Yeah.
she was just like giddy.
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
yeah. That was
Mhm.
so cute.
And the only reason Mr. Wilford even wrote that communique is because they didn't snatch Kevin.
Mhm.
Now, do you think this is a question I have? Do you think he really wanted to get Kevin back?
No,
No.
Or he
No.
just wanted
No.
to see who
he
Leighton
wanted
was?
to lessen any more time Kevin had to tell them stuff.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's what it was. But I didn't get it at the time, of course.
No.
Because
Me neither.
because he's writing this communique saying, let's sit down and powwow. Kevin's over here saying, Mr. Wilford's gonna come get me. I mean,
Mhm.
Mr. Wilford I'm not worried about anything because Mr. Wilford will see
But
that
I
I'm
knew that was bravado because last episode he said he doesn't care about any of us. He'll kill
exactly.
all of us. And then when they turned the heat back on and started the train track moving, he was like, "Oh, thank goodness, he's really
Right.
gonna
Yes.
care for us." So it's like he was trying to be, he was lying to himself, but lying to them.
He was trying to
Mhm.
convince himself.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
that he's
That
really
he's
gonna
gonna be
come and get
saved.
me.
Yeah.
But when
The best scene in the whole
Uh-huh.
episode to me is that interrogation scene.
yes,
He tore
Yeah.
that chicken up.
because when they brought
But
I was
the
like,
way they did it.
hot wings, they go interrogate him with some hot wings.
This was my tomato and grilled cheese moment.
Yes.
Was the chicken wings for Kevin.
I mean,
Yes.
really. But the way they did it, they went around. They went about a regular interrogation. Okay, tell us this, tell us that. I'm not telling you nothing.
Mm-mm.
Blah blah blah. You guys are just so
Mhm.
beneath us because we own
You're
Alice,
savages.
Big Alice. We
Mhm.
have morals and integrity. Hospitality is everything. Blah blah blah. And then when he kept refusing, and then Leighton looks at the brakeman guy and said, give him the nod.
Yeah.
He goes and gets that plate.
No willpower.
I
Hey,
kept thinking
they
that's not
didn't even have to tase him or hook him up to no electricity or nothing.
No.
Food.
Mm-mm.
He started talking, but that was kind of nasty to watch. But he was tearing them wings up.
He was.
Oh, but the way they
Everywhere.
did it was so good. They set the plate, let him tear up a wing, and then
Yeah.
took the
Buffalo
plate.
style.
Okay, now, how many men?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
He was singing like a
Oh, about
canary.
100.
Yeah,
No, because he was telling the number, or Leighton was guessing kind of low, and he's like,
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly it.
So good.
I
That
kept
was
thinking,
the
are you
best
going to ask
scene.
for some ranch? Because after 7
Oh, Lord have mercy.
hot
Some
wings,
celery.
wouldn't your mouth be a little
celery
on fire?
stick, ranch, celery sticks, and a
And some-
Pepsi.
No. Wait a minute.
LM would
All
be
he-
going.
You know what? All Kevin knew was, what was his first question? Is that real?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Real
Yeah.
chicken.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can you imagine 7 years without chicken wings, ladies?
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't make it.
Without chicken, period.
I would not
Yeah.
make it.
No.
I need some chicken.
The only thing we had over in Big Alice, as y'all saw, was Spam.
Oh,
Isn't that the
was
nastiest
nasty.
shit?
And not even cooked.
If
But wait a minute,
Oh.
every time
I know.
Straight out the can.
That was
you know
gross.
what, Sister A, that's the first thing I thought, because when I was a kid, we ate Spam sometimes, but my
cooked.
mother always cooked it. She fried it up
Yes.
just like bacon,
Yeah.
and it wasn't bad.
It's not bad,
It's
right?
not bad if you could,
It's not bad.
it's hot and like has some char on it or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. She would char it up, and
Or
then we
put it
have
in something
like
else.
with the side of mashed potatoes, and just like any other meat.
With
Not
something
raw,
else.
out of the can with like the jelly on it.
Yeah.
The jelly.
I cannot.
Oh,
I cannot.
gagging. I said, "Oh my God."
I cannot.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Nasty.
Mm-mm.
With all the electricity and shit they had, they could have cooked that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that shows you they don't have a whole lot of stuff.
Food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they had no cooking oil.
Oh, you don't eat cooking oil with that.
No, it's got enough fat in it.
Yeah,
it's got
that's
enough
true.
Juices.
But somebody had to cook them wings. They cooked them wings up first.
Now, the one thing I had to complain about the wings, they look a little bit underdone.
They
needed to
did.
be a little bit more crispy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're out of oil over there.
they look
just had
they
the
look
bacon
done
or
to
something.
me.
Yeah, a little more crispy.
They were
But I
heavily
know one thing.
seasoned.
I would have been like, y'all got some ranch?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
I
what?
sure would have.
They
So
want the
it-
answers. So
And they
her
could have
to
held that
ask.
little cup of ranch.
All
had the
right.
meat there, and I'd be like, oh, okay, what you want to know? How
what
many-
else you want to
Oh,
know?
we got 500 men over there. They got 5 guns.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's
Get an ink pen. I'll tell you everybody's name.
before we talk about the switch or the trade, let's talk about this trader Zara. Zara.
Oh, Zara. Ooh, with
Mm.
First of all,
Josie.
you know what? I'm so irritated with
how
her
is she
living in
alive?
luxury in this apartment. I'm so irritated that he is treating her so nice. I mean, I understand why he
Because
is,
it's his baby.
but I'm so irritated.
why?
But is it?
Ooh,
Well, we don't
Why
know.
are
I
you
don't think it is his baby, but
of the baby.
Why are you
Oh,
so
because-
irritated?
because she got to pay for what she did. Now, that's what I felt at the beginning. I haven't lightened up too much. I still want her to pay.
I bet she will pay.
I hope
Oh,
she
I'm
does.
sure
I think she will.
I want her to
but
pay
he's doing
because
it for the baby.
every
not-
time I see her, it's not about him, it's about her. I want her to pay.
Mhm.
Ooh. And I don't want her living up in that luxury
Oh,
apartment.
well, she's living up there. So
I
you
know.
just have to let that go.
Mhm.
I know.
But I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? So now she's like a medical helper or medical assistant or something?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Ruth got her that job, so she wouldn't have to go too far
Go
down.
back. And she
Yeah.
was helping the doctor after the battle.
She
Yeah.
was. She was.
But I was like, wait a minute, who the hell is that? I could not,
I
for the life of
know.
me, figure out who that was
Zara,
until she
yeah.
said, no,
Mhm.
not
Josie.
Zara, Josie.
Josie.
Oh, Josie.
Until Zara
Survived.
said Josie, and I was like, that's Josie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So I guess she didn't die.
She didn't
No.
die.
No,
But she's burned all over.
almost.
She burned all up though. But
Frost-
anyway,
no, she's
I was so
frostbitten.
mad.
Frostbite.
Yeah,
Burnt.
frostbite.
Right. I was so bad when she went and she, oh,
When
She's
she
gonna
went
kill
to
her.
the
When she
cabinet,
w-
and I was like, what is
Ooh.
she doing? What is
Ooh.
she doing? Like, why is she doing that? Is it only
when she
because-
got that syringe,
she
I
wants
knew
to-
what she was going to do.
But,
you
but
knew.
what was the reason? Was it because she didn't want Leighton drawn back into Josie?
Yeah, she's still
Absolutely.
threatened by her.
She felt threatened by her.
Yeah.
And
This
she
poor woman.
when she put that
Yeah.
sedative or whatever she took in that bag, and then she left the room, I thought, you bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so,
Yeah.
I mean, and wait a minute, I have not lessened my bitch factor on this chick, even though she did tear down the bag. But you did it in the first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm too through with her. She got to
Oh,
pay.
yeah, she got to go.
And I don't care that she did do a redemption at the end. She got to go.
Well, what do you think her motivation was?
Because
to-
she talked to the woman in the third, what's her name? I forget what her name is.
Audrey.
Audrey.
Right.
She talked to Audrey, and Audrey told her exactly what she needed here. She said, hey, whatever you think they're going through, you have to do whatever you have to do. But above all else, you got to protect Leighton.
Mhm.
Well, she knows. If he found out that she was in there and then she died,
and she
or
didn't
that she
tell
knew
him.
it and she didn't tell him,
Yeah.
it would be over. And that's why she said to the doctor had already told Zara, oh, she probably will. We don't know if she'll ever wake up. She probably never wake up. But
she did.
But Zara knew, I think, enough about medical stuff. That's why she was whispering in her ear, don't take him away from me. She
Unbelievable.
Ooh, what a selfish bitch. I don't like her.
She didn't want Leighton anyway enough to stay with him back in the tail. Second of all, even when she left Leighton in the tail, she didn't love him enough to not hook up with a whole new relationship with several different people, because she had a little
rotation.
Yeah, it was like a commune. Well, it's like a commune.
So now the sudden she wants Leighton and she wants to do everything she can to keep him to herself. To me, it just doesn't make enough sense.
It's selfishness.
But we really don't know for sure if that's Leighton's baby.
Right. He is not the daddy. It's the other dude. It's the other dude who was the second one murdered, who got his schlong cut off. It's his. What you bet?
I don't know.
Schlong cut off.
It could be anybody's but Leighton's.
Right. But
one time they did it.
I know. But I remember Audrey telling Leighton when he was first doing his investigation, and he knew that found out that Zara was in that little commune thing. And the reason he went and talked with her is because she had a relationship with the Sean guy. I don't remember if his name was Sean, but whatever the guy's name was, that second murder, the one that he was sent there to visit. And she was the most recent person to have a relationship with that victim. That's why he went to her, to even talk to her, because he went to talk to her about police work, not to hook up. I mean, they did hook up, but that's the reason he went there. So I say it's that dead dude, baby. That's what I think.
But there was more than just that dude. There were two dudes and two girls.
That's true. That's
in that thing. Because when he said, I need to talk to her alone, Leighton, and Till was like, nah. He's like, look, she's not going to talk with you standing there. And so then they made the other two people leave, and one was a guy, one was a girl.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there were several people in their little family.
Well, all I know is he ain't the daddy.
But I don't know
trapping him.
If I remember or if it was clear how much time had passed between the guy getting killed and him hooking up with her.
It was recent because I remember. I don't remember the exact 2 day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, whatever. But it was very recent. It was less than a week, because that was the whole reason why they went and pulled him out from the tail. And that's because the second murder, that was exactly like the first one, that they claim that the woman in the drawer did.
Right.
Same MO. It's just like any detective would know. Same MO. You got a serial on your hands.
Yeah.
So that's the reason. That's the only reason why they pulled him up from the tail. Is because it was the second murder in the exact same way.
Which I must say, if it wasn't for the detective piece of this series, I probably wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? That's what Zombie Scotty pointed out with the episode 1, was that the reason why it was such a good transition or such a good series and much better than the movie. And that's because they started with the detective story. And everybody likes a mystery.
Yes.
And then it was well done in that they showed you what he saw. And like when he was all goo-goo-eyed and stuff for the food and everything, I mean, you saw that. You know what I mean? So everything makes sense now.
So should I not even bother with the movie?
Well, I wouldn't.
If you want to waste a couple hours of your life.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, and I wondered, should I?
It is so different. It is so dull compared to the series.
I really liked it. I didn't.
I didn't like it.
But it was a lot of years ago that I tried to watch.
But I did watch it. Well, I just watched it recently, like maybe several months ago. And I mean, I did watch the whole thing, but it was boring. I was bored. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, my mom, Mama LM, she says the series is much better. Than
Much
the
better.
movie.
Zombie Scotty said that too. He
That's
said,
what I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wasn't like the movie.
So to say nope, let's not bother.
Yeah,
Not
don't
bother.
bother. Don't waste your
Let's watch
time.
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Can we get back over to Big Alice and the train? Because
yeah.
when Leighton and what's her name? Ruth decide, okay, we need to tell them what we want. What we need to get Melanie back. Now, the other
Mhm.
thing I found a little bit quick
What?
was Ruth's turnaround to wanting Melanie back on the train.
No, what she wanted was she wanted to see Mr. Wilford.
I know, but she, even when Leighton would say, okay, we're doing this negotiation for Melanie, so we need to get this done. She wasn't like saying, what do we need her back for? Or why do we need her?
I was very surprised that they did give her back.
I was too.
I mean,
No.
I thought for sure they
well,
were gonna shut the doors or catch
No.
her in
Yeah.
the vestibule or
Me too.
something.
No.
But it makes
because
sense
the
now.
whole it makes perfect sense because he
Well,
wanted
now.
Kevin.
He wanted him back.
He got all he knew he was going to get out of Melanie.
But see, at first, when you first watch it, you don't
Right.
realize it.
But
until
he
Mhm.
wanted
later.
Kevin because he wanted to minimize whatever information that he would give. That was his whole
That's the whole
reason.
He
And
agreed to
he
it.
didn't do it because he cared about Kevin. He cared about what Kevin gonna tell him.
yeah, what
He
did they
was-
know about it?
Yeah, that's
chicken-
sad.
A chicken wing too late.
Chicken wing too late.
He was a lot.
But that's the whole reason why he did
Damn,
that
Kevin.
thing. And plus, Melanie had already told him, had already let him know, hey, I'm not in control of train. You're gonna have to get it
Mhm.
from Leighton. And he wants to size him up.
Yeah, he wanted to see
What
who
better
was.
way is to make it appear like, okay, I'm going to be amiable. I know y'all want Melanie back. I won't get Kevin out of there because I don't want him telling shit.
Yeah.
But Leighton saw through that too. He's told Ruth he just wants to see us.
Yeah.
He wants to size.
But
us up.
hey,
you up.
Yeah.
but Ruth is in love with Mr.
Oh,
Welford.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and even though she and Kevin both are in hospitality, but she didn't object to them taking him as a prisoner. I mean, she acknowledged him, Kevin, Ruth, but she knows now that it is this group against this group. Yes, she wants
Yeah.
everybody to be together and stuff, but she understands they far outnumber the people on Big Alice. We got
mhm.
more numbers as far as actual
Oh.
bodies of people.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
So she understands that. But she also wants Mr. Wilford.
they
she
might
wants
outnumber,
them
but
to
they
be
ain't got
meshed
no-
together.
They ain't got no zombie man that can withstand shit
yeah.
and knock somebody over.
Icy
and kill
Bob
them.
or whatever his name
Icy-
is.
Yeah, it's
Bill.
Icy Bob. He's nasty. But they're
Yeah.
gonna figure out they're gonna figure out a way to neutralize him. You watch.
So when they did do the switch, I was surprised that nothing went, nothing went
Yep.
awry.
Mm-hmm.
in
I
the-
was
Well, until Alex came running at the last minute.
right.
Right, and they was about to shoot her ass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't blame him though, because hey, I don't care if you is a kid. Shit. Be running up on nobody.
Hmm.
And if it wasn't for Melanie say, no, stop.
Oh, she would have been gone.
Oh,
She would have been gone because
Shot
hey,
all up.
Mm.
But that's her baby, so even though
Yeah.
she's
And I don't even know.
sometime-
But see,
But Alex didn't even seem grateful for
wait a
that.
minute.
Do you
To
realize
me-
she literally just saved your life?
Mhm. You know, though,
she's not, she
I
doesn't
think
even-
LM is correct. I think this is Alex's behavior to me was a prime example of when you said you think she's mean, because there was no purpose for her to
Mhm.
run up there and to have the last words with her mama and then just break the little glass
Right.
and stomp out.
Dump on it.
That's just mean. She
Mean.
knew it meant something to her mother. Therefore, that's why she did
But
that.
I was also
Yeah.
like thinking, I don't need that damn vial.
Well, of course she doesn't.
Why can't they just remember last season when she had to go under the train to fix that whatever that
Mhm.
wire was? they could just stick a little stick down there and snatch up some snow.
No,
Yeah.
she did one better. They did exactly what they needed to do.
She already knows what
Because
it
everybody
means.
knows the ground is colder,
Yeah.
but because heat rises. So they did
They already
exactly
figured
what
it
they
out.
needed to do.
That was a good scene.
But I liked it when once he took Kevin and they shut the door. And then that, yeah, you're right. That's when Leighton, she's complaining about, she hates me and stuff. And he looked at her and said, she's a teenager,
Yep.
Anyway, but I like the fact that she let them know, okay, I had a sample. It was melted, but it had this in it, this in it, this in it. They said, how you know? Because they tested it. See, Alex and them tested that shit. And I mean, they think they're so much smarter than Melanie. Melanie knew they would test that shit.
Yeah. She's sharp.
Yep.
She is so sharp, though.
Use their curiosity.
But see, this is what I'm thinking, though, is that maybe Wilford doesn't realize how much information Alex provided to Melanie before
Exactly.
she got gone.
That's true.
Like this.
He does not.
That she's visiting. I'm sure he knows she's visits. But does she really know that she told her what was in the test?
I don't believe so because later on, of course, we can get to that meeting, but later on,
what it meant
when she's telling the whole group, Leighton is watching Wilford, and Wilford looks surprised when she's saying scientifically what they found. See,
right?
I think Mr. Wilford, he knows Alex is visiting Melanie, but in his mind, he's already done enough damage control, and he knows it doesn't matter what Melanie says. I've told Alex so much shit over the years, she won't believe it anyway.
Exactly. I think he feels very comfortable.
He does.
But I think that's going to be his downfall.
Well,
yes.
It might be. But I mean, how could he think anything less when he's telling her,
a mother-daughter,
what to do, and she's got the razor blade ready to do it?
I know.
Yes.
But wait,
of course you're going to feel confident.
But before we get to
we
that,
gotta back up.
Yeah, we're going to back up.
But my point about that was obviously he's not understanding, or he didn't realize that Alex is providing that information, but doubly is Alex never went back to him or those doctors and said, this is what she said about it.
No,
That was
part,
like a total surprise to all of them later.
That's
that this was even an option, that this was
and the doctors did confirm.
Right.
You're right.
The thing. So
he wasn't
I'm
backing her
thinking
up.
that, she's already changing, which we already knew, but he's so underestimating her, and he's not even following up. He thinks, okay, I'll just put her in this prison cell. He's not even like watching her, seeing what Alex is doing or nothing to understand that, okay, there's some more shit afoot.
Exactly.
Which is
but to me, okay, the most disturbing part of the Kevin scenes, to me, wait a minute, in my opinion, was not what happened to Kevin. The most shocking part to me was Alex going out of the room, shutting the door, putting on her headphones, which lets you know that this has happened before.
This shit happened before.
It happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Soon as he said, Alex, can we have the room? She already knew.
Oh, honey, no.
She
First of all,
already
as
knew.
soon as Kevin walked in and he was drawing the bath, I was like, don't do it, Kevin. Don't come in. Your ass is going to get water.
Kind of just nonchalantly taking off his clothes.
I know.
Like he's really about to have this relaxing bubble bath or something.
Obviously, he's had a bath before up in that room. Don't you think? He was very
he was a little comfortable.
He was very comfortable.
That's true.
Now, the only part that I was yelling at the TV is when they let the puppy drink the water. I said, don't you let that puppy sip that water.
That was unnecessary.
That was nasty.
Mm.
But no, wait. When he said, oh, you deserve this, and yes, come in. I'm so glad to have you back. And I was like, Kevin's initial reaction way back in the other episode was correct. So what's up? And then as he gets him in there, he's like, okay, so yeah, what'd you tell him? And Kevin with his old shifty fucking ass. I was like, man, if you gonna be doing all the shit you was trying to do,
No.
you get better at the lying.
No. The interesting part about that whole scene was as Kevin's getting undressed and he's naked in the tub, Alex saying, "Did they feed you?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Did they feed you?"
Mm-hmm. He's like, no. Well, yeah.
Well, maybe a few wings.
Maybe a chicken wing. And that's when Mr. Wilford says, Alex, I
already knew.
I need the room.
He knew already because
of course he did.
He already knew the whole reason why that door was opened in the first place to be breached was because he was trying to get some fucking mangoes.
He was saying, what about the mango?
Whatever fruit.
Yeah. What about Mr. Wilford mentioned 2 or 3 different fruits. So he was aware that he
knew that for food he would have told them anything because but he
also said you let them in.
Right, he broke security just to get some fucking food. He knew.
Yeah.
And even before that guy opened it up the second time to get whatever, he says, well, if we're ever caught, we're gonna get in trouble. We're gonna
he did say that, didn't he?
And then when they breached it, he knew. He should have known.
Hey, Mr. Wilford didn't do anything to him.
Nope.
That mofo killed himself.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sure
crazy.
Well, he made him kill himself.
He made him.
Kill himself.
I would have had to make him kill my ass. I couldn't have done it.
We would have had a struggle.
No. But think about it. It was perfect because the people in hospitality are psychologically brainwashed. All of them. Ruth was. All of them.
Yeah.
All of the people in the blue in the hospitality, they're brainwashed, like super loyal to Mr. Wilford.
Yeah.
And you could tell when he said, I don't know if I can do it. And he had the thing way up here. And he just looked at him and says, well, that's not your concern now. You're free of all of that now.
See?
And then
but at the same time, Mr. Wilford moved it closer to his vein.
Okay.
Like, let me help you out a little bit.
And then he's just sitting there like
you
waiting.
Now, I got a question.
Now, why he had to get his ass in the tub?
I got a question. Why
nasty
is he sitting in the tub naked, Mr. Wilford, with blood from somebody else seeping all in the water?
They're trying to show he's crazy.
And you still sitting there.
Obviously, they've taken baths before too.
Absolutely.
Because Kevin didn't look surprised.
No, he didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he did look like,
he was like, I'll leave or I'll get up or something like that.
No.
I don't think it was. Right. I don't think they've done it before. Honestly, I didn't get the impression that they had taken a bath before because he seemed really uncomfortable. Once he's
not that uncomfortable.
Not to me, because when Mr. Wilford was drawing the bath water and he says, I thought you'd like a nice cup. He said, okay. And as Kevin is talking, he's stripping.
Yeah.
And he knew Alex was right there too, because Alex was saying, did they feed you? She was still there. So he got in the tub and sat there. Oh no, he was quite comfortable. Or like he might have been nervous, but it gave me every impression that he had done that before.
Yes.
He had been allowed to be in the tub before.
Yes.
Whether Mr. Wilford just sat there and watched him and looked or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get that, but as far as I feel like they're comfortable with each other because there's all these people. We don't even know how many people, honestly, are in this 40-car train.
He said 100.
100.
Yeah.
That's what Kevin told him.
If he was telling the truth.
Right.
But
he said 100.
So maybe they just don't have those type of boundaries. But I really did think that he was even more nervous and uncomfortable as Wilford started taking off his clothes and getting in the tub.
Not enough to get up and walk out.
No, because
try.
He had that brainwashing stuff. He couldn't, which is why he cut his own stuff. That was a good scene. That was
a good scene.
A whole lot of
except when they're letting that puppy,
not that dog.
No,
let that puppy sip that water. No, I was so upset. Don't do that to the puppy. And wait a minute. And the next scene they showed the little
to
dog.
be petting him.
No, but the next scene that they showed the little dog, it was on the floor like it had a tummy ache. Just sitting there with his head in his paws going, like that. Because they let him sip that water. Nasty.
Well, let's talk about the woman Lights that was attacked.
That was
this episode.
Woo!
Now,
okay. Well, let's talk about Till getting promoted first.
She gets deputized or promoted. So
she don't want it though. She's like, I ain't ready.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
She might as well be a detective, though. She's
already doing detective work.
Yeah, she's already doing it.
And Layton's like, look, you
take that promotion.
Go figure it out. Work it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Work it out. That was an interesting scene, but I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because this was like, okay, there's people going around killing up folk, mutilating folk. Who the hell
she
is?
had some fingers taken off.
But I didn't get it at first when Mr. Wolford was walking out, and you can tell that she notices something, and then she runs over to where Lights is. I still didn't click for me. I still didn't get it.
Yeah.
Until they showed
her fingers. And the symbols that he was making as he was leaving the train, and everybody else giving it back to him. Certain people giving it back to him.
Yep.
That was freaky.
Yeah.
That was a really good
that's a good reveal.
I was gonna say that lets you know.
Yeah. So he's flashing his W at everybody, his Mr. Wilford.
Mm-hmm. So his little infiltrator person did that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
Because she had already talked to Layton about the fact that, hey, we got an infiltrator on the train or something,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing. How the hell you gonna figure out who it was? Because there's a whole bunch of them.
There are a whole bunch of them.
Who in the W?
Mm-hmm.
Well, but see,
she can do it.
This is what's unfortunate. I think for them at that issue, and that is because for right now, Layton is preoccupied, but he could sum that shit up. He could find that shit out pretty quick, I think. But she doesn't have that experience that he's got, so it's going to take her a little longer. And it's not like she can go and like get his expertise and stuff because he's preoccupied with that with the pregnant Zara and with the Mr. Wilford shit. So whoever it is is going to be
well, and they're trying to figure out what to do now that they know the earth is getting warmer, like the atmosphere is getting warmer.
Right.
We're going to need help. We're going to need help with Wilford, since we're one train and now he's controlling the way this train is moving. We're going to have to figure this out. And Melanie tells them, oh yeah, well, he's going to want an audience and he's going to want power and he's going to want to exert himself.
But I thought Layton was great. He said, oh, okay, well, hey, when he told that story about the chess game, he says, you know what? He says, he just needs an audience. And he was so right. He said, he just needs an audience. So let's go invite him over. Let's go invite him over. That Ruth was just tickled pink. She was just too tickled to be able to write that and invite Mr. Wilford
and get all the silverware set up properly.
I know,
and
that whole
napkins.
speech. You know what though? I was looking at her and I thought, poor little Ruth. I love her though, but she got a straight line for lips. She got no lips.
No lips.
No lips. She doesn't. But she puts lipstick on though. No, but she doesn't. Her lips are so thin, but she's cute.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Oh, she's got no lips at all.
There are a lot of people with no lips on.
Does she wear a lippy?
She wears red lipstick.
She wears
but that's the only way. That's the only way you could tell that she actually has some lip. I mean, really, you've seen those people where it looks like it's just a line.
It's a line.
Yeah. Okay, can we let it go?
It happens.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, no fault on her. I think she's cute now, and I like her, but I just noticed that when she was talking to him. So, anyway,
what do y'all think about the storyline with Osweiler and the RJ?
It was
killer girl.
Who?
The killer girl.
LJ.
LJ.
Oh, LJ. I was gonna say, who the hell's Osweiler?
LJ. Osweiler is the brakeman with the British brakeman.
Oh, I don't even care about him.
So they're gonna work.
Yeah,
for
but they're
that.
both parts of this story.
Yeah, they want to work for that other guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
he's
yeah.
trying to get back into the drug trade.
Right.
Exactly.
And I agree with the little drug kingpin. Yeah, make him off the floor. You know, because he remembers her little first class ass and how she got away with murder. Yes, right. So yeah,
I do not like her.
Make her mop the floor.
Crazy.
Yeah, she crazy.
Gotta go.
And now you know there's gonna be some shenanigans or altercation between her and Alex. You already know that.
Oh, you can tell.
Yeah.
When Alex walked past her, the way they were eyeing each other.
Okay, but let's go
hold
back
on
for
before
a minute.
Wait, Jay. So in that case, I think that our estimate of how old Alex is a little off, because I'm thinking they're going to have her be more close to LJ's age, which would be 17, 18. Yeah, so maybe
I think LJ's only like 16 or 17. I mean, I don't think she's legal age
yet.
She's not 18.
Yeah, I don't think she's legal age yet.
And so Alex is supposed to be what, 14, 15? Well,
I think she's probably more like 16.
I don't think so.
But it's only been 10 years. I think 14, not 10 years. It's only been 7 years.
7 years.
That they were apart.
Okay. So she's about 14.
And she was like 6 or 7. So she's got to be 14.
14.
Maybe LJ is 16.
See, I took it like LJ, like in season 1. I took it like she was 16.
Okay.
Because it was odd to me that in the whole process of when they uncovered who actually did the slicing and dicing, and who killed the woman in the drawer that was her bodyguard. And then she was saying how he made me because she was in love with him and stuff. You know, that was a lie. But no, I just found it odd that nobody said, yeah, but he's a grown man and you ain't, you know. But somewhere, either towards the beginning or something, I don't know. I had the idea she was 16 when all that was happening. So,
I don't know.
They're close in age anyway.
Right. But she's not.
They're teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not legal age yet. Like she's not 18 yet. So, but she's one stone crazy chick.
Yeah.
Yes. And the long hug to Wilfred.
Yeah. She grabbed onto him.
Well, but she crazy like that. And because her parents are now gone, because he said, hey, how's your parents?
Like, I know him. We met. Him and my dad were.
Okay, well, let's talk about Alex preparing to go over. And when he was giving her that little pep talk about what to do, you know what to do. Everything. I didn't get it at first because when she was playing with that razor blade, then she set it down real quick. When he came in the room, I thought, what's that about?
Well, did she take it out of her mouth?
It was into her mouth.
Or in her... Yeah.
In her mouth. She was trying to practice.
Snuck it in.
Taking it out. But I thought she was hiding it from him, but really she was practicing, I guess.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't get that until after. Until almost the end of the show.
Oof.
Damn.
Well,
so
I didn't
take
get...
Leighton out.
So that lets you know he done a number on her psychologically.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was ready to go. She was ready to do it.
And
I just wanted him to say, tell her no. Tell her stop. Don't do it.
Yeah, but you know what, though? As slick as she thinks she is, Leighton would have decked her out.
Oh, you best believe Leighton had his side eye on her.
Right, because he would have decked her out. She would have hit the floor.
She was sliding up.
Somebody trying to yeah.
Now, what did you think about Audrey when they had, she was salty with Zara when she was getting ready to head over to the night or whatever, the dining car, wherever they're at when Mr. Wilfred got there. But then as he was there and they had the whole crowd and he was giving his little speech, and then they were showing Alex moving through with her razor blade, it seemed like she had this really mean or a sad, I don't know, kind of look on her face, and then she left, Audrey. And then we didn't see her again because I kept thinking, is she seeing Alex about to do something, or is she looking like that to Mr. Wilford.
Yeah, they were flashing over to her, but I'm not sure.
I think it had to be doing.
Well, what I thought was, because she's the one that believes and has told Leighton and tells others, he wants your soul. He wants to control everything about you. Mm-hmm. Then I took it like she left. I don't know where she went.
Yeah, they didn't tell us.
But I didn't. But I also, after the fact, I also wondered if she went to the infirmary, because wasn't she the one that told Leighton about Josie?
Zara did.
Oh, okay. So maybe I don't know where she went, and the way they shot that scene, it was like she was having some kind of psychic premonition of Alex, and so when she left and went that way, I thought maybe she was going to go come around behind Alex.
Well,
that's what I thought.
Too. You know, right after they showed Alex sneaking up, but then she was just looking like evil at something. So I'm guessing that was for Wilford and not Alex necessarily.
I think it was for Wilford.
But then she disappeared. So I was like, okay, what did that have to do with anything then?
Well, maybe it was just showing her disdain for Wilford.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I don't know. Be. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know either. But then when she was trying to still sneak up on Leighton, and of course when Melanie stands up to say, okay, there was snow, we tested it, it's got ammonia in it, we did the weather balloons, it's warming up outside, we need to go to these stations and do some more testing. All of that conversation. In the meantime, while Wilford's looking shocked and like, fuck, now I'm losing control here.
Yeah.
Alex has that thing in her hand, and then when he like tells her no, why is she digging into her skin and bleeding all over?
Because she's trying to hide it. Because she's trying to hide it.
Crazy too.
Yeah, I think she's crazy. She wants to feel the pain.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna bleed.
Yeah. She was squeezing it to get.
I know she was squeezing. She didn't need.
She was squeezing it. That was a psychological thing within herself.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Had to be.
And it proved it when she was on her way out and she smeared the blood.
Yep.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
So what did you? So then, and then of course, when we get in that same scene when the doctors are confirming what Melanie's saying could be true about the earth warming up, and Wilford, his facial expression, I couldn't quite understand why he was like, oh hell.
Well, he was shocked. First of all, I thought it was so interesting, and I'm glad they did it this way because they kept Leighton in his character. Everybody's, all eyes are on Mr. Wilford, which is what he wants. And Melanie's talking, and so all the town, the people on the other cars on the Snowpiercer are, looking at her and everything, because she has told them there's hope and everything, and she explained it to him. Everybody's watching the speaker, but Leighton's watching Wilford the whole time. And even when other people are talking, and you know how you turn to the speaker, he is hawking him the whole time. And when Melanie explained about they sent up a balloon and the atmosphere and the stuff, he knew what she was saying was true. And even it seemed to me, many of the people in the audience in the room, they understood that as well. Because everybody was like, so hopeful and everything. And he looked pissed.
Yeah. He was.
He looked so pissed, like,
but is it because
this bitch has one up me again, just like when I thought
that's exactly
telling Alex to throw that breaker switch and it blew up, and now we're coupled together and I can't get loose.
Yeah. I should be the one telling people this stuff.
Exactly.
Yep, that's the look.
Exactly.
That
You're
was
right,
the look.
Sister A.
Information.
That was the look. So he had to hurry up and mentally pivot, think. You know, that's when he thought he's come up with that. That's when he stood up and said, well, yeah, but you notice how she didn't tell y'all that at the beginning. You know, he's trying to
somebody has to
blame on her.
Themselves and do it.
Yeah. Now you know there's going to be complications with getting her back and picking her back up.
Oh, he's going to want to leave her ass there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So what I was thinking was, what if she went out to this station or whatever it is? What if Alex went with her?
See?
I would like that.
That would be great. Like, because he would have an ally in there.
Yes.
And, you know, Big Alice would have an ally, Snowpiercer would have an ally, and they would work together. And I think that their relationship would heal. I think that would be
some bonding, uninterrupted.
Because didn't they say
Melanie has to deprogram Alex?
Right. Exactly. But okay, I can't remember. Did he say a person would have to be there for 1 month or 6 months?
I thought
1 month. Because by the time they came back around, then they could pick her up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they said something about going to this certain place, but I guess they'd have to reroute.
Right. They'd have to reroute
around
the train or something.
Normal revolution would take more than a month to get back to it.
Yeah.
So I guess having to go to this, I guess, changing the tracks or something. They're nervous about.
Can you seriously wrap your head around being stuck on a train that just goes around and round?
No. Yeah.
No destination.
No.
You know what though?
It never stops.
And never stops.
Other than
twice now.
Wait a minute. Other than being a Tailie. Now a Tailie, I can't see it. But every other part of the train there's a window. So you can see.
Right.
Everything's frozen. So my mind would be fine with it. Yeah, my mind would be fine with it because
missing anything.
Yeah, because there's nothing there. There's no people, there's no animals, there's no nothing. Because everything's frozen. But being a Tailie, though, you can't see nothing. However, even those Tailies, though, they bring them up to third to work, or they bring them up to you know, second to do whatever. So they can
get a glimpse out the window.
Yeah, they can get a glimpse. But evidently, if you think back to season 1, evidently when they first get Leighton, he hadn't been out of there for a long time.
Well,
because he seemed so he seemed so shocked to see what the outside looked like.
The brightness bothered him at the beginning.
So that would be hard to take. But you know what? I mean, you would adapt. You would adapt.
You would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to. Nothing you can do about it.
So this is going to be interesting, this whole side station that Mel's going to go to.
Yeah.
How that's going to work.
She's going to have to go. I mean, they're going to figure out some way to get her there.
Yeah.
Now, to me, the question's going to be how much progression are they going to show as far as the atmosphere and everything by the end of this season? Because seeing as how they now know that the earth is warming and stuff, they could probably maybe get along with everything being totally froze, maybe one more season, say all the way through a season 3, you know what I mean? But they're going to have to warm it up.
It's going to have to be another reason for them to stay on this train.
That's what I'm saying. So they're going to have to warm it up.
Maybe there's some people alive, some bandits or some shit. I don't know, but
Road Warrior.
Gonna have like Road Warrior, but the train. There's gonna have to be
or something. It's going to have to be.
Or for most people to be on the train. So maybe a couple get off and they're trying to get back on.
Now
on it, or it's going to take a while for the earth to warm up. Still.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah,
right.
You know?
I had a question though about the back in season 1 where they uncoupled the rich people car. How many cars was that where Melanie's parents were in it?
6
was that
cars.
Just one car? Oh, it was 6 cars.
Right?
Okay.
They went to 1,001 to
904.
So it was 7 cars.
7.
Okay.
But because some people may not be dead.
That's what I'm wondering. See,
I was thinking
that,
well, they might be by now. Well,
they might be by now,
I think
simply because there's no electricity and stuff. So
right, they're not
moving.
This is my thought.
They probably froze to death.
Yeah.
Well, don't you think there's people out there alive somewhere.
Some people are underground, they said.
Underground, not on the train.
That's probably going to be by the end of the season or season 3.
So what if those whoever could be out there don't get the people on that train
possible
and take them back to their camp?
It could be. It's possible. I mean,
it is very possible.
Sounds like a good storyline to me.
Yeah. Now, those people in the car where Leighton had to let them go, that first car where they're all tied up, they couldn't have got out. Probably.
Yeah.
But the other ones, like the parents and those other people that were in that
all the
car,
riches.
Yeah.
They could have gotten out and maybe trekked. Well, they would have died.
No, because they weren't dressed for it.
They weren't dressed for it.
No, because if anything, at least the Tailie's got big heavy coats and shit on all the time.
Remember when the train stopped, they had like 10 minutes to get it going again. Or they would all die. Yeah. So there's a very small window, but
so they're probably gone. They gone.
They could.
And even if people who were underground noticed or heard the train stop and everything, they couldn't get the people off in 10 minutes.
No,
they couldn't get there in 10 minutes. They gone.
Unless
it just makes me wonder, since we didn't actually see them freeze
we didn't
up.
See them.
That's true.
You know, hey, it's TV. They can all be alive.
Exactly. It's a story. They could go any way they want.
It'd be Glenn under the dumpster. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I thought this was a good episode though.
It was good. Well, the ending was really good too, because when she told Leighton that Josie was alive and he went torn out. I like the way they did that though. They did it in slow motion.
Yeah.
He was knocking everybody out the way.
He sure was.
But he did a good acting scene to me because he looked shocked. Like
when he
shocked.
sees her. I mean,
but he looked shocked, like shocked.
The only way that they can make this make sense.
I know how she's going to recover.
Those doctors.
Those doctors.
And
with
that doctors.
With that salve
those skin doctors.
Showed her cut, her frostbite.
It
had really healed already.
Yeah.
So they can bring Josie back herself.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Now, this is my question, and that is, I didn't pay attention. I didn't notice all of the people from Big Alice, Sistah LM, that came over to Snowpiercer for the big shindig and everything. Did all of them go back to Big Alice, or did some of them stay on Snowpiercer?
I think they all went back.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because I would
want to stay behind.
I would too, because of the food and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Well, depending on how I felt the atmosphere was.
You could be targeted easily, knowing that you're from Big Alice. Yeah. You don't have the same protection or build up trust with
them W people would protect them.
Yeah, them W people.
Yeah.
They're a W.
Because that's the thing, apparently.
I could do that.
They're cutting off hands and shit.
You got that down, Sister J.
You can do it. Oh gosh. All right. Well, that is it for this episode, y'all. We are excited about the next one. Let us know what you think. You can send a email or that big ass straw.
I know.
You can send
leave us alone.
Leave us big straw people alone.
Right.
Big straw. That's the big straw. It's a big straw little cup. People.
Yeah, big straw little cup.
Because Ellen uses that little mug too with her big ass straw.
She does. It's a little out of sync.
I do.
Oh my
God. You can send your feedback of what you think of this episode and this show to sistahspeak@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail at 972-755-1215 or just send us your audio file directly with the email. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/Sistah Speak Podcast. We have a wonderful private group called Sistah Speak Nation that you can join. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of family members over there talking about all kinds of things.
Yep.
We're on Twitter at _Sistah and our letters and at Sistah Speak Cast, CAST.
And some of us are on Twitter more than others.
Yes. We're also on. I think you're the most, Sistah LM.
Yeah.
I think so.
Also on Instagram at SistahSpeakProductions.com. You can find us on Patreon, where we normally host our video content. We're giving this one out to everybody, but normally you can only find our video content over on Patreon. We have a lot of different levels for every pocketbook fatness, every fatness of the pocketbook. So check us out over at patreon.com/SistahSpeak. And our website is SistahSpeakProductions.com. All right, y'all. That is it for now. I am Sistah K.
I'm Sistah J.
I'm Sistah LM.
And I'm Sistah A.
See y'all next time. Bye.
Back to Big Alice.
Whatever you do, don't put Gorilla Glue in your hair. Peace out.